Hello viewers, in this video, we dive into the chilling true crime story of a Texas teenager who manipulated her boyfriend into committing the ultimate betrayal, murdering her entire family. Discover the dark secrets, the twisted love story, and the shocking aftermath of this unimaginable crime. Erin Caffey wanted revenge by having her family brutally murdered while they slept after her parents informed her that she could no longer visit her lover. Two small children and their mother were killed on March 1, 2008, when two men broke into the Caffey home near Alba, Texas, and went on a horrifying killing rampage. The only people who survived were Erin Caffey, 16 years old, and her father Terry Caffey, who had been shot several times before the two attackers set fire to the house. The killing stunned the country, particularly after the authorities disclosed that Erin Caffey was the mastermind behind the whole tragedy. Erin Caffey and Charlie Wilkinson's troubling relationship. 5 months before the Caffey family's unexpected death, Erin Caffey started dating 18-year-old Charlie Wilkinson, which was the beginning of their tragic story. The couple began dating shortly after Caffey's part-time job as a waitress at a Sonic fast food restaurant brought them together. Wilkinson openly expressed his wish to wed her and even handed her a promise ring that had belonged to his grandmother. But her parents were worried about the relationship. Terry Caffey said he had doubts about Wilkinson from beginning. He then stated, "There were just things about him that did not sit right with me." He knew that it was correct. In the meantime, the Caffeys' love of music and their active involvement in their neighborhood church came together. The guitar and harmonica were played by Erin Caffey's brothers, Tyler, age 8, and Matthew, age 13. Penny Carey, their mother, was a church musician. The family vocalist, Erin Caffey, was that until she met Wilkinson. The teen who regularly attended church, then started making mistakes in school. In order to find out more about this bad news boyfriend, her parents started to search online. They were convinced to remove him from their daughter after discovering what they had. There were several sexual references and discussions about alcohol consumption on Wilkinson's MySpace profile. In February 2008, Caffey broke her phone curfew, and the Caffeys demanded that she quit the relationship. Erin Caffey began talking about killing her parents in front of friends that same month. She thought that was her only chance to be with Wilkinson. The Caffey family massacre. Thus, Erin Caffey, Charlie Wilkinson, and his friend Charles Wade planned a homicidal scheme. Although there are different accounts on the identity of the mastermind, Terry Caffey rejects the idea that his daughter came up with it. According to Wilkinson, Caffey pushed on the murders even though he had offered for them to just leave together. Wilkinson and Wade pulled into the parking lot of the Caffey residence on the day of the massacre. Erin Caffey and Wade's girlfriend waited outside in the vehicle. Wilkinson told Caffey that he had to kill her younger siblings in order to get rid of any witnesses before he could enter the property. She apparently said, "I don't care, just do what you have to do." After getting in, Wilkinson proceeded to Terry and Penny's room and used .22 pistol to shoot the couple as they slept. After taking multiple bullets himself, Terry Caffey watched his wife die as he lay beside her, unable to move or speak. Then Wilkinson's gun jammed, so Wade took out a sword like to a samurai and nearly chopped Penny's head off. The two then made their way upstairs to Tyler and Matthew's hiding place. Terry heard Matthew, his kid, yell, "No, Charlie, no. What is the purpose of your actions?" The helpless father drifted out of consciousness as Tyler was shot in the face and Matthew was brutally killed when the pair took turns using the sword on him. Wilkinson and Wade then looted the house for valuables as Wilkinson had promised Wade $2,000 for his help. Finally, they poured lighter fluid on the furniture and lit the house on fire. Terry Caffey miraculously gained consciousness as the fire engulfed the house and crawled out of a window. It took him an hour to crawl his nearest neighbor's house, where the authorities were called. When the police asked the neighbor where Terry was bleeding from, he replied, "Where is not he bleeding from?" Terry was sent for emergency surgery and recovered enough to speak. He identified Charlie Wilkinson to the sheriff's deputies. Wilkinson was apprehended by authorities and taken in for interrogation immediately. When they eventually found Erin Caffey in the trailer, where he was residing, she looked shocked. She told the police she had been kidnapped. The trial and sentencing of Erin Caffey. All 4 of the suspects were in police custody, and talking less than 24 hours after the Caffey home murderers called authorities. Erin Caffey's abduction story quickly came apart. Wilkinson and Wade related the same account to the police. The murders were all her idea, but Caffey insisted to her grandparents that she had nothing to do with the murder of her family. According to Wilkinson's statements, he had insisted that they escaped together. In the end, 3 counts of capital murder were brought against Caffey, Wilkinson, Wade, and Wade's girlfriend. Wilkinson and Wade were sentenced to life in prison without the chance of release. Caffey was also sentenced to life, though she will be eligible to apply for parole after 39 years. At first, Wilkinson and Wade were facing the death penalty. However, Terry Caffey intervened and asked for a different outcome. He continued to have confidence in the forgiveness that his faith had taught him in spite of everything he had experienced. Even after the massacre, Terry Caffey remained in contact with his daughter. According to reports, he found it difficult at first, and Erin Caffey continues to deny any involvement in the murder's planning. She insists to her father that she tried to run away from Wilkinson the night of the murder, but was forced to wait in the car. Her father believes her. There are still more questions than answers as we reflect on that deadly night's events. What went wrong and why? Was there a way to avoid this tragedy? Above all, what lessons can we take away from this horrifying murder to make sure it never occurs again? Friends, this was the story of Texas teenager who convinced her boyfriend to murder her entire family. Viewers, what you can say about this case, please tell me in the comment box. Thank you for watching. If you found this story interesting, please like, share, and subscribe for more true crime stories. And remember, the darkest secrets often hide in plain sight.